It's easy to insert a Vidyard player into a new or existing landing page. There are 3 different types of landing page editors within Eloqua. These are either with or without an HTML editor on the right side panel. In all cases, there is an option to add a Vidyard player if you have installed the required Cloud Content component. If you are building a page using the modular style template, drag the Cloud Content component onto your template. Place this into an area where you want to add a video. Click Browse to search for the Vidyard player embed. When selected, click Configure to choose the player from your video library. Selecting an appropriate width, height and embed type is important. 580 by 326 pixels works well for the default. Once you have chosen the video, scroll down and select Submit Player and then close the window. To check how the player looks, select a microsite in the general settings if there isn't one already. Then press Actions, View Live Page. If you are building from scratch using the blank landing page, a similar approach can be taken. This time, click the Cloud Content option and find the Vidyard player embed. Drag this onto the page into an area that is appropriate for the content. This time, I will set the width and height as 600 by 338 pixels, as this matches the boundaries on the landing page. Then I will choose my video and press Submit. The video will align to the top left of the container, so ensure this is always at least the size of the player to avoid any cutoff. Once this is set, you can save the content and provide microsite details to see the live preview. Finally, if you have the option to use the HTML editor, you can use the Vidyard share page to select a responsive embed for your site. Head over to the Vidyard platform and select the share option for a player that you wish to insert. The responsive embed code will have the option to be a lightbox or an inline player if left unchecked. For this demonstration, we will leave it as an inline player and set the width and height as 640 by 360 pixels. Having these settings applied will mean that the video will play in a defined area of the page and at those dimensions. This code is responsive, so smaller screens will reduce the player size when it's necessary. When back in Eloqua, you will need to paste the copy code into your HTML editor. You may already have a division or div set for this player, so ensure that you paste the code into the correct place. If there are Vidyard players already on your landing page, it's safe to remove the initial 2 lines of the script. This particular code only needs to be on the page once. Saving and selecting a microsite with vanity URL will allow you to see the live preview of the player.